Thank you so much for taking the time today. I know that time is currency, right? It's your energy currency, and you've spent it coming to, be curious about what this 20-day challenge is. I see a lot of names that I know, and I see a lot of names that I don't know. So I'm going to assume that there are a few of you that may have never done a challenge with us before. So my question is, how many of you have never done a challenge? And you can just do a number one in the chat box. If you've never done a challenge, do a number one in the chat box. Perfect, perfect. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, keep that coming. If you've done one challenge with us, put a number two in. One challenge. And if you've done more than one challenge, put a number three in. If you've done more than one challenge, yes, perfect. Thank you. This is super helpful. Okay. Thank you so much for that. So, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm just talking away like we're all best friends. And you're probably like, who the hell is this person? So let me dial it back a little bit. My name is Mel. I'm Melissa Fabrea Montalongo. My pronouns are she, they. I am currently, once again, in Aboriginal lands of Borlu in Western Australia. I am living in between continents, but for the past many, many years, I've been in San Francisco, which is where I founded this organization with one of my very good sister besties. And we love this because, as you can see in the chat box, there's people from all over the world. So this really is a global community, and it's a community I'm really proud of. Why a challenge? I personally truly despise New Year's resolutions, but I also know that folks still tend to cling to them. And I can appreciate that. However, being in fitness for decades, we see this influx of folks that come in, brand new workout stuff, they went brand new shaker bottle, on a mission. And they've got 15 things that they want to change all at once. And I see them in January. And towards the end of January, people start kind of falling off. And then February, and you're kind of back to your old crew. And then a lot of clients that I work with, they get really frustrated because they have these big goals and they want it now and they want it fast. And then they crash and burn. It's not sustainable. And so our challenges, I believe, are very sustainable. They're gentle, but they're challenging. And most of the folks, and some of you can chime in, will see true sustainable outcomes that affect their health and their wellness in a really positive way and start to create those lifelong habits. So I'm going to put on some slides. We're going to keep this short and sweet, and I'm going to open it up to answer any questions. And if you have a question that you think like, it's the end of the day and I'm going to forget, you can put it in the chat box and I'll check it out in a hot minute. Like I said, bear with me because I'm not on multiple screens like I normally am. Let's see if this works. No, this is not working, of course. Nope, not working. This is not the business. Let's try this again. See, I have to be really gentle with myself because technology is not on my side. Can you see my slides? They say 20-day challenge, Banyan. If you could do a thumbs up because I can't see anybody's faces.
Yes, we can.
Sweet, thank you. All right, here's the challenge. January 14th is the technical start date. We go to February 2nd. And guess what? Everything that you're doing, you can continue to do beyond February 2nd, which is really exciting, and I want to make sure you know that. So what happens from today when we leave? Most of you will be going to bed. So tomorrow you can start to think about collecting your information, getting yourself ready. So the weekend kind of is a prep weekend. Now, if you're like, Mel, I have a gala to go to, and then I have 15 friends in town, don't stop your social life. Like, that's part of your wellness. So you may just join, not as prepared as you might want to be, but you'll catch up and don't worry. And I have to say these things because I always get these messages. All right. What has been the biggest obstacle in regards to your wellness? And I want you to take a moment to think about that. What has been the biggest obstacle in regards to your wellness? Everybody's going to be different because we're unique. You don't have to do anything with that. If you want to share it in the chat box, you can, but I want you to put that in perspective. I can share mine is with the global move that's been so big and everything being different all at once. My obstacle has been balance. It's just balance. Like, I need to figure out how to balance everything. And so that's mine. I'm sure I could pick out multiple other things, but that's what comes to time. See, time, long hours at work, keeping motivated, falling off the trail. Yeah, time, procrastination. Thank you for that, Julie, because I think I've factored in some things that will help with procrastination. Wanting to do everything. Okay, Karen, you're not special. Everybody wants to do everything, and that's why things usually get a little bit messy. And so here's the permission to know that this may be messy, and we're in this mess together, and we can't do everything all at once. And so we're going to be gentle on ourselves, and we're going to lean in on community, not following through. Yep. Learning to go to bed at night in a realistic time. Yes. Yes. These are all fantastic, unfortunate truths to most of our lives. And I bet most of you can also agree with multiple things on there. So I just say that because I want you to think about yourself, but I also want you to see here that you're not alone. All right. Thanks, friends. I appreciate that. Here's your agenda. Challenge objectives. So we're going to talk about that in a second. Then there are things to know, how to play and win, and then next steps. Remove that chat box. The theme: reset, restore, realign. Reset. Push the button, the reset button. Yeah, we have to do that often on like TVs and all sorts of other devices. We're doing it on ourselves. For your mind, body, spirit, your habits, and your routines. We're going to restore. Is your cup half full or half empty? There's a typo there. It's going to drive me crazy, so I'm going to ignore it. After the holiday season, or just not even the holiday season, just after 2023. I don't even want mine half full. I want it full. So that's a goal for me, as a full cup, or at least damn near close. It's going to be time to check in and reinforce your wellness, your nourishment, and your self-care. And the realignment. Asking your body what it needs and learning to listen to the cues. Baby, your body is talking to you 24/7. And because of life and the craziness and all the things, responsibilities, we dim that voice, and we often lose the ability to have that communication with ourselves. It's there. That body of yours, that brain of yours, that spirit of yours is just sitting there like, okay, let's do this. And so now's the time to get to meet her or them or him and get reacquainted. So realigning with yourself, your body's intuitive wisdom. What does your body need? What would feel delicious, expansive, and I say spicy and sensual because those things are important to me, over the next 20 days. You're going to learn from expert practitioners. Many of you know a lot of our practitioners, but we also have some new blood in the game, which we're really excited about, and I think you're going to like them all. And to feel supported, to feel seen, to feel witnessed, to hopefully make new friends, expand your community, and have some fun. I'm going to force you to have fun. here's something new, what we're leveling up with classes: sustainability and accountability. And here goes that procrastination, here goes that not following through. Now, truth be told, even with this, you can still decide not to show up. That is something I wish I could take responsibility for all of you and drag you to get a drink of water from this big, beautiful wellness lake, but I can't. But me and the team will be there reminding you how important your wellness is, how important your happiness is, how important your joy is, and that you're deserving of all these things. And then we're just going to ask you and remind you to show up. So we're going to do food prep sessions every weekend. I have done this for many, many years. I've done it with different groups. I've been a participant in groups. And what's great about it is it is a form of accountability. So you're going to have 3 sessions. We're all 3 very different practitioners. I'm going to be up on Sunday, or mine is Monday. Maybe South Africa, it might be Monday. So you're going to need to change your times, your time zones. I cook in a very forgiving way, not that everybody else doesn't. I also don't deny myself joy of certain foods. I also bounce in between meat and vegetarian and vegan to my body's needs. But I will be offering up some really simple recipes of a couple of different items. And the idea of that is that those items are interchangeable to help you food prep for 2 to 3 days. My personal belief, anything after 3 days, you need to do a whole new batch of food, but that's just me and my personal beliefs. Some people actually food prep for 5 days in a row. That's just not something I do. But let's say that what I'm cooking, you're like, ugh, I don't like that. I don't eat that. Then you can still bring your menu, turn your camera on, get your butt into the kitchen with me, and we're all going to make food at the same time. So there's no reason for you not to have food prepped. This is kind of what we're going for. And I've watched this over decades be really successful, way before Zooms, way before COVID. I've watched people have enormous success simply by showing up and cooking along. And cooking does not have to be an elaborate recipe. It can be so simple, but when we cook at home, we save money, we save calories, we save our sanity, really. We're not rushing to make decisions. We have stuff that's nutritious and it's available. And we're building a really important muscle, and that's the meal prep muscle, which is a hard muscle to build, and hopefully this will get you on your way. We're also incorporating accountability sessions. So some accountability tools: your health questionnaire, which is uploaded on the files area of the Facebook group. We'll get into that more. We have Align and Achieve with Patty on 1/15, so that's Monday night. That has a workbook that goes with it. Patty is going to get you started thinking about your health and wellness goals, short-term, long-term. Then every Wednesday, Coach Carmen, who, if you don't know Carmen, she's our spicy samba dancer. She's also an amazing coach, and in her actual day life, has coached hundreds of people. She's going to show up on Wednesday nights for accountability sessions. And then there are various accountability sessions Monday through Friday mornings. There's a couple in random times, so you're going to look at your schedule for that. And really, you don't have to even show up and say a bunch. It's showing up and going, okay, it's that reminder, skin in the game, we're doing this. But if you do have questions, or you're feeling stuck, or you need advice, that'll be a perfect time for you to get that help. Then there's also the vision boarding event. We did this last year, and it was a huge hit. It will be in person and online. In person will be in San Mateo at KG Fitness, just like it was last year. There are limited spots, so when we post that sign up, if you're really, and listen to me, if you're really intend to show. Now, Don't be a greedy Gabby and just sign up just to sign up. Make sure that you're going to show up, because if you sign up and you don't show up, then you take it away from somebody that didn't want to show up. So think about it. Or you can do it at home, which we had a bunch of people do their vision boards at home, and it was just as effective. And then upcoming through the year online, you're going to see tune-up sessions. And your first tune-up session will be March 6th with Carmen. And so our goal is that workbook with Patty. You're going to have lots of journaling, lots of times to really reflect. Your accountability sessions with Carmen that are more in depth. And then that last accountability session, really setting a goal for yourself from February 2nd to March 6th. So that's about a month apart. So this is a good way to train yourself on staying on top of your wellness. Then you'll meet March 6th. Regroup. How did I do the month before? Where do I want to go from March until April when we do another challenge? Because what happens in April, the season changes. And we'll have a 7-day challenge in April. And then you'll have a tune-up session in June. And you can see where this is going. So the year is really built to keep you on track. And I'm really proud of that. And I'm excited to see what happens with it. All right, friends. So that personal goal worksheet. This is in the files on the Facebook group. The idea is, number one, this is an accountability tool. Fill it out before the challenge starts. And then the very last page is kind of a recap. So fill it out, and you're going to be able to see kind of where you've grown, or where you stumbled, or, you know, maybe somewhere that you didn't realize you wanted to work on, and you're going to move in that direction. Another accountability tool. And then we have prizes. I got some cool prizes showing up. And I mean, I like to win a prize, even if it's just a sticker. That makes me happy, but I'm a Taurus and we like those shiny, we like prizes. But I got some good prizes for you. We've got, I don't want to give it away. We've got some cool things. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. And some ways that you can win is through our bingo card. Those that have done challenges before know that we do the bingo card. Bingo card is uploaded onto the Facebook, and you can get that as soon as you're on. Complete your bingo card up to 8 lines, and then you're going to email that in, and you'll hear more of this later, so don't think you have to write it down or remember it all. But February 2nd before 3 p.m., you're going to turn that bingo card in, and that puts you in for the Wheel of Names to win prizes. Another way to get your name in, and first of all, let me say the bingo card, you can fill out as many as you want. I mean, I'd be shocked if you did more than one, but you do you, boo. Then the second way to get an entry in is by telling us what you're learning via email. So kind of like a testimonial. Share your goals, your commitments. You can share your completed health survey. Those are anonymous. As far as like us looking at it, if we like, I don't know, not shared it, but, or just share like once again, a testimonial of what you've learned. No shock here, we're a nonprofit, and the way that we are able to prove to donors or grant applications that we're actually doing service of, you know, good to the community, y'all's testimonials means a lot. And I'm going to share something with you why it's so important at the very end. Okay, prizes, they are U.S. residents only. Sorry, it gets quite expensive to ship prizes. And once again, we are a nonprofit. But I tell you what, I will do a dance for you. I will celebrate you to no end if you win and you're somewhere else outside of the U.S. I don't know if that means anything, but it comes from the heart. Okay. Here's a bingo card if you haven't seen one. And lines are, you know, all the way down from one side to the other side, across, diagonal. Those are complete lines. And I'm going to backtrack a little bit because I remember I wanted to up the ante. So here's the real deal, and I'll post this on the Facebook group. 4 lines will enter your name 1 time. 8 lines will enter your name twice. I forgot that I wanted to change that, and so here it is. And once again, you're going to turn it in by or before February 2nd at 3 p.m. because the winners will be announced February 2nd at 6 p.m., 5:30 p.m. Okay, let's keep going. All right, next steps. Join the Facebook group if you haven't. There is a completion of a survey that is required for you to get into the Facebook group. Once again, we're not trying to be up in your business. This is strictly for metrics for us to be able to apply for grants so we can keep doing this work. Invite a friend to sign up. I cannot tell you over the years when somebody has a partner in crime to do these types of events, challenges, not only do you have loads of fun and make some core memories, but people are more successful. Doesn't mean they're like, Mel, I don't have any friends. I don't have anybody to invite. I'm your friend, first of all. Okay, you can reach out to me. Second, you'll be just fine because this is a really cool group of people and you're going to get lots of support. But that leads to the next. Introduce yourself. Don't be creepy. Don't just be hanging out, taking energy. Give something back. Even if it's just yeah, you got this. Show up. Take up space. We want to know who you are. We want to celebrate you. We want to be there for support. And that's no BS. That's not fluff. That's real deal. The reason I started this whole organization is because I wish that my mother had this type of experience because I think her life would have turned out much differently if she had community and support. So show up. Let us hold space for you. Remember, you deserve it. Download files to get started. Those are all on the Facebook. We'll look at that in just a second. You go to the Facebook page once you're in, right at the top where you would type in your message. If you look right above there, you're going to see the word files. Click on that. All the files are downloaded, and so you can easily access them there. Prep for success. Plan your meals. Go grocery shopping. Do the farmer's market. Clean up your space. Make sure that you have a place to meditate and work out. If your office looks like my office, and notice I'm not in my office right now. I can't meditate in my office. There's too many things around. So I'm going to have a clear space where I know inwards and outwards peace. Right? We're inviting peace. And if it gives you the opportunity to clean up a space, then do that. That's fantastic. And then participate. Ask for support. Posting helps us. Post on Instagram. Tag at Banyan Women. Post on Facebook. Those things actually help us in this world, and it means a lot to us when you support us in that way. All right. From one human being that I wish was still on the face of this earth. Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced. James Baldwin. So let's get in. Let's face these things together. And let me look at the chat box. I'm going to give you some links, so don't worry. All right, what we got. So Elaine, in order to do the challenge that was in the write-up on the marketing, is we do this on Facebook. So it is meant to be a challenge that people are in the group showing up for themselves, showing up for others. So I'm sorry. You do need to be on Facebook. Let's see, what else? What is the name of the Facebook page? Well, let me pop that in for you. Yeah, and so Dinky, you can see Dinky joined Facebook solely for the challenges. Dinky has done multiple challenges and is actually like such an amazing support to community members. So truth be told, I have a lot of dislike for Facebook, but groups are really, really helpful. And I like to think, for all my reasons why I dislike Facebook, that by having a group like this that's doing so much good and there's so much growth and wellness for folks, that it's kind of like my middle finger to Facebook, if that makes sense. Um, all right, let me give you the Facebook link. Pop it in right here. All right, in the chat box, that is the link to the group. So once again, you'll click to invite. So log into your Facebook. Here's what I do to avoid any kind of hiccups, because technology is technology, is I go to my Facebook and I open it, my personal. I copy and paste, and I put this into the bar on my computer, and then it links me directly, and then you can ask for access. Read, because it will say you need to fill out this, copy and paste a link. So you're going to copy that link for this survey, and it's our metrics or statistics survey, so we can prove to grant writers and donors that we have a community that we are serving. Something that we haven't announced is that we were just awarded a $30,000 grant. It's our first grant awarded from a very, very reputable organization for community funding of organizations like ours, and we're really proud, we're really excited. And the way that we did that is we were able to show and prove metrics. So it is, these surveys, these testimonials are so important, and grant money and donors are how we stay alive. And to this date, we've served almost 10,000 folks. We've given over 700 classes for free. And that wasn't, none of us have a money tree. So this is through us doing the hard work. And then we ask our community to show support by completing surveys, sharing testimonials. It's so important. All right. Do you have any questions? Pretty straightforward. You can come off of mute if you have anything to ask. Things are already happening in the Facebook group. Files are uploaded. People are chiming in and introducing themselves. And then Sunday, it's hit the ground running. We start. Oh, something I do want to bounce back is because we do have so many new people on. What happens if you can't take a class? The class will be recorded, and then the link will be shared. And all the classes are going to be stored in this really spectacular Zoom folder that you'll have access to. So you can take a class afterwards. You can take a class multiple times. Lots of people have. And then all of the practitioners are really, they're really happy to chat and respond. And then on the Zooms, you know, it's fantastic because there's so much camaraderie and discussion. So if you got something on your mind in a class, you know, speak up, take up space. Couldn't open the survey link. Okay, let me, my online is acting up and I can't hear. Okay, but I think I tried to join and couldn't get to the approval part. Okay, this one's going to be kind of challenging for me because I'm just popping over onto a page. Let me see if I can get the link, and just, of all the things I had ready, that was the one thing I didn't have ready. All right. So I do know that Jamie shortened the link. Boop. Okay. Here we go. Try that. Tell me how that works. And also, friends, an email went out, I think yesterday, with all these links. And then another email is going to go out with the replay for this once we get off and I upload it to YouTube. These links will be in there, but that should get you to the survey. I'll double check it myself on my end. Go in on another tab. Yep, took me right to the survey. Okay. So, I want to get you out of here so you can go to bed. I'm going to start my morning. Is there anything else I can answer right now? Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Okay. Okay. Look, nothing is perfect. Oh yes, Dory. Yes, the same Zoom link will be used throughout, not this link. You're going to see it on the Facebook. It's going to be the same Zoom link for every class. And I just spent 2 hours preloading every day your welcome email that gives you the Zoom link again, just in case. The Zoom link is going to be everywhere. But I suggest once you get it, start a little note on your computer, paste it so you can easily access it. What I was saying before is nothing is perfect. And we've done so many of these challenges, and I've watched some people just fly and thrive. And then I've had to remind some folks that you can't do everything all at once. We're not meant to. And so remember that part of the R's are restore. You can't restore if you're going 110 miles an hour trying to do everything all at once. Do we understand that? Can we accept that and know that it's human? Newsflash, we're all human. So I suggest do your health questionnaire, take a moment and really look at what's super important to you. And I'm just going to touch base on losing weight. Okay, if that comes to you at first, I want to lose weight. I'm going to tell you, just like I talk to clients, your weight is not the issue. Something else is holding you from getting to that goal. But if this is just the goal, baby, you're not going to get it. And if you get it, it's not going to be sustainable. So what else behind that is contributing to the stuckness? And I also want to remind you, we are all meant to be different shapes and sizes, and you're perfect and you're beautiful just as you are. Okay. I'm going to stop preaching now. I hope that this helped you. I hope you're excited. I'm excited. I will see you on Sunday. You'll be cooking with me at first, and I'm posting the recipes tonight, today, so it'll be your morning. So take a look and you'll see files for what I'm going to be cooking for my household. But remember, if you're like, that's gross, bring your own food. Okay? Bring your own food. But just make sure that you're using that food prep muscle. If you don't use it, you lose it. But you can always regain it and rebuild it stronger each time. All right, friends. Have a good, most of you, evening. Some of you mornings. And then we will see you soon in class. And the replay will be posted and shared shortly.